Hey man, welcome to podcasting. You made it. You're doing it, champ. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sober Swole podcast. My name is Jake Howard.
My name is Paul Rowe.
And I'm the Grand Chameleon in the back like usual.
With us always. Fine, I want to introduce you then, man. With me tonight is my good friend and my brother, Nate Serrano. He's over here for a St. Patrick's Day dinner. I made some corned beef, cabbage, potatoes, and carrots.
Delicious.
We were like, man, we should invite Paul and Des. And it was like 4 o'clock. And then Ryan. And then, we'd invite you, Ryan, but you've made it very clear that you're not coming. That was.
Well, I was in Kingman on day 2 of a project, so I wouldn't have been able to come anyway. But thank you for that.
I was letting you know you were thought of. I just laid it later. I'm so sorry.
No harm, no foul.
But, ladies and gentlemen, let's give some shout outs out here. I'm going to shout out to Royalty Nutrition. That's royaltynutrition.com. And to help me out with that, we've got Warhorse.
Hey, it's Warhorse. Do you want your workouts to look like this? Or do you want your workouts to slay? When Warhorse picks his pre-workout, he wants it to slay. If you want second place, go with somebody else. If you want to be a champion, go with Royalty Nutrition.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Royalty Nutrition. They are a high quality supplement company, as in they refuse to use the cheapest ingredient possible when they make their supplements. Check them out. Use the discount code 37HAKE and use supplements fit for Royalty. That's royaltynutrition.com. You can follow them on Instagram at Royalty Nutrition or on Facebook. You look up Royalty Nutrition. I'm giving another shout out to Gorilla Gainz. That's Gorilla-Gainz with the Z.com, or you can follow them on Instagram and Facebook at Gorilla Gainz15. Check them out. They are a great apparel company that you can wear in and out of the gym. They also make great equipment to help keep you safe while you train. Use the discount code JAKE15 to save you 15% on your entire order. My last shout out this evening will go to the FitOps Foundation. That's www.fitops.org. They are a foundation that is dedicated to helping veterans rediscover their purpose after their active duty military training and service with becoming personal trainers, not just regular certified personal trainers, but highly qualified personal trainers with a step up in the fitness industry and learning ways to cope with being a civilian outside of the military. It's a great organization. It's helped me out, and it's the reason why I'm able to coach and be how successful I am in the coaching industry today. Go to www.fitops.org/donate and donate to this great cause. Paul, hit him with that back shit.
Well, my first shout I'm going to give out to is Advanced Physical Therapy. Advanced Physical Therapy has been helping me get my back pain under control without having to deal with all that dumb bullshit like pills and drugs and all that. Advanced Physical Therapy has literally got me from a pain level of a 10 all the way down to a 4. And it's all through exercises. And I'm telling you right now, they know what they're doing. They are A+ staff. That's all I can say about them. If you're looking to get out of pain, please check them out, advancedphysicaltherapy.com. They're located off of Pecos and Higley in Gilbert, Arizona. Check them out if you're looking to get out of the pain. Next shout I'm going to give out to is the Pigeon Coop. Pigeon Coop is where I first got sober. It's actually this month is 3 years. I'm not there yet. I got 1 more week, but I've been clean off of drugs for 3 years now. And that's where I first got sober, was at the Pigeon Coop. Pigeon Coop, thank you. Pigeon Coop has provided not only the support system that I needed at the time, but the family and the brothers that I was missing growing up. These guys really helped bring me in and show me the path and the way of the sober life. And the meeting that really took me in was the Fourth Dimension. It's a men's only meeting that's at 6 o'clock every Sunday night. I highly recommend it if you're a male. If you're a female, there's other meetings. Don't get me wrong. If you want to check them out, it's pitchandcoop.org. There's plenty of other meetings to go to, but I highly recommend if you're a dude, go check out the 4D at 6 p.m. every Sunday night. They're over off of Rural and the 60 right behind the Denny's. Last and not least, I'm going to give a shout out to my boy and my brother, Kyle Summers, who works for Purpose Healing Center. Purpose Healing Center is an addiction specialty location that not only handles addictions with drugs and alcohol, but a variety of addictions. So whatever you may think you have a problem with, check them out, because I guarantee you they're not going to turn you away. They are amazing at what they do. Their staff is incredible. My brother, who I love and adore, Kyle Summers, is one of their counselors there. He does amazing work there, and I cannot speak more highly about them. If you're looking to get help, which we all are right now, especially during this time of need, if you're looking for help with addiction, check them out. It's purposehealingcenter.com. Jake, I got to get a drink of water, but if you could please let our guests know, what does our Ryan do? And when I say our Ryan, DJ Swirl, what does he do with his moving company?
Why would I ever praise Ryan for anything that he's ever done? That seems silly. It's only like he runs Buy Studios, which makes this podcast possible. Which, I mean, big fucking deal, right? I mean, no, but seriously, Ryan runs this great studio. He's made it to where we can do it comfortably and generally smoothly from the comforts of our own home, while he does it from the home base. And it's a great, multimedia side of what he's built his company out of, which is the original Buy. And what he does is he will take and deliver your furniture to your house. Check them out. That's Buy2Buy. You can follow them on Instagram and check him out as well as at DJ Squirrel. You can follow the studio at Buy2Buy Studios if you're for your streaming and gaming needs. Ryan has made this whole podcast possible, and we can't thank him enough. Also, he is fantastic at his delivery job. Look into it. Get your stuff delivered to you cleanly, professionally, and not messed up like some other dippity dum-dums that like scratching up your walls and your stuff that you bought brand new.
Dippity dum-dums. Very nice, sir.
Dippity dum-dums. Well, I'm working on watching my mouth. There's
expanding our vocabulary.
The improvement is there, sir.
You can only say fuckface so many times in a podcast, and I got to save those up,
Or the dick talk, but yeah.
Dick talk? Paul wants to talk about the shape of his dick tonight. That's the whole show.
Did I say shape? I thought I said size.
Sure, buddy. If we're just going to start the show off lying, let's just get it.
Hey, I told you I'm Italian, sir. We got those cannolis.
Well, I'll let Nate kind of introduce himself a little bit. I'll give a little intro. I met Nate when I got back from my first deployment in the Marine Corps. He was busy doing that cool stuff that they tell you all about, where you go and travel the world and cool, exciting things. And then they said, okay, for the rest of your time, you get to go spend it with the rest of these bitter assholes. And then he's been a good friend of mine ever since. So.
Yeah, I met Jake, back in 2008?
Yeah.
Back in 2008, Gold 37. Instantly gave me a lot of shit. And very shortly afterwards, realized that I am awesome and I am cool. And we both get along and we like a lot of the same dumb shit. And, we both grew up together as people. We used to party hard and crazy and everything like that. And, we both hit the bottom of the bottle very hard.
Mm-hmm.
We did that very well.
Champions.
Yeah. And then eventually we both had our defining moments where sobriety needed to take over. Jake, how long have you been sober now?
Over 5 years.
Over 5 years. So this December will be 3 years for me. That'll be sober. And so just going through sobriety together, learning how to be fathers, learning how to be husbands, all that jazz. So yeah, it's been an interesting ride.
It's been a fun one. Yeah. I was actually the minister in his wedding. He was the minister at my wedding.
Yeah.
We're
kind of intertwining each other's lives a little bit.
I guess you could say we're close.
A little bit.
A little more than acquaintances. A little bit more than acquaintances, Nate is usually the only person that's in our live chat on Twitch. So sorry about taking that traffic away. with our bustling live stream entertainment. So how's everybody's week? How's your week, Paul? How's your head? You feeling better this week?
Well, let's say I got a multitude of doctor's appointments now. Let's see. I have a normal doctor's appointment. I have a cardio appointment. I have a pulmonologist appointment. And then I have a spine appointment. So I guess there's something wrong with my heart. I just found out. I guess I have a blockage in my right ventricle, which is kind of cool. So I get to go check that out.
Man, it's almost like all those years of just straight eating bullshit didn't pay off, even though you stayed skinny and lean. Man, that Jake guy's been telling you for years.
I've been treating my body like a temple for over 20 years, and the fact that this is coming back at me, I can't believe it.
I don't even know you well that, Paul. That's bullshit.
You know what? When I was 23 years old, when I was 23, I vowed I would never see the day past 30. And I think now God just has a funny, cynical fucking sense of humor. And he's just like, hey, let's see what else we can throw at this guy.
It's okay, man. Once I start going and actually doing all those appointments, I'm sure I've got stuff fucked up too. I'm not even going to say I treated my body like a temple. I treated my body like a porta shitter. That's
That's what the Marine Corps trains.
Yeah,
it teaches you.
What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna drop all kinds of weird gross into this and see what the fuck happens.
You're invincible.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll never die. Well, hey, at least you're going and getting this figured out, sorted out.
I will say, I'm feeling better. My headspace is a lot better than I was last Wednesday when we had our conversation. And I'm doing it, dude. Oh, actually, I also have another appointment. I have an appointment with the therapist. I'm actually going to start talking my shit out. Yeah, so the way I'm looking at it, I got some shit that I need to deal with, and I'm ready to deal with it head on, and I'm in a good space. I got a good support system around me, including you, and you know what? I can't go wrong.
I'm sorry. Just listen. Nate's baby girl and my baby girl scream at each other like.
Not to take away from what you just said. That is really
no.
It's
totally cool.
I'm very proud of you.
I envy both.
I'm very proud of you.
Dude, I tell Jake all this all the time. I wish I had a baby. I wish I didn't get my nuts clipped at such a young age.
He's got 2 teenage kids.
Oh.
Yeah. So. Well, yeah.
Different experiences with teenagers.
Yeah.
Compared to little kids.
No.
Jonathan,
no, teenagers.
No, sir.
Assholes.
Thank you. Sorry, man.
My little kid
I love my kids to death,
6'4"
but they're assholes. At least your kids want to be around you.
Maybe that changes.
Hey, man, I don't think it matters what age it is. I think pretty much, once they discover their personality and once they're assholes forever. I think.
True. But at least your assholes want to be around you. Mine don't.
We've been over this, though. Whose fault is that?
True. But
That's a trick question.
for the last 3 years, I've been doing a damn good job of being consistent and showing up like I did at my daughter's softball game tonight.
I know, man, but you got to remember, 3 years doesn't take away from the over a decade. You know what I mean? It's going to be long, and I'm not trying to be an asshole when I say this, but a baby wouldn't fix that.
Yeah, you're right.
If anything, you'd probably go in the exact other extreme direction.
Right.
You know?
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
And, I'm not trying to be an asshole. It's just that just is what it is, man.
Hey, being honest isn't being an asshole. I don't understand why you have to put that
I was
justification
just
out there.
about
It's
to say
good.
that. Like,
You're his friend.
honestly, you're my brother. I would expect
I know.
you to tell me the fucking truth.
I know. I just worry about hurting his feels.
Nah, you don't need to worry about that.
He's a very
Jake, come on, bro. How much years have we been through some bullshit? You're gonna worry about my feelings now?
Just now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just in this moment. The rest of the time, no.
Yeah, I'll be honest though. I've known Jake, 13, 14 years, and I still care about your feelings, man.
Oh, man.
I never tell you out loud or anything like that. Like, this is a special occasion right here, but I still generally care about your feelings.
Now it's on the internet forever.
It's in the cloud.
Proof that I had a heart.
Someone's been sipping on the sissy woke water there.
It's 2021, dude.
The next thing you know, you're gonna be telling me that you've been transgender your whole life, you know.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Man. So Ryan, you said you just got done doing a big 2-day job, man. How was the rest of your week though?
Well, today's only Wednesday. I've worked 22 hours in the last 2 days, driven 7 of those, and I had 3 deliveries on Monday, 1 on Tuesday. Or no, I'm sorry, that was the part of the job. And then I have 5 deliveries tomorrow. So
what I mean by how was the rest of your week? I mean, we haven't talked since last Wednesday is what I meant.
okay, and then I had another 7 deliveries on Saturday, and then I had 5 again last Thursday. So I've been working.
Yeah. So I mean, the coffers are obviously empty.
What was that? I don't. Yeah, you say coffers?
The coffers. Yeah, that's the. It's like the church donation box. It's
Yep, that's why you lost
signifying
me.
that you are obviously broke.
Okay.
It's an old term. It's very old. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that got it.
I think it's like a Midwest term.
Midwest.
This
is
coming
it?
from the youngest
Probably.
guy in the
Okay.
I didn't even know.
I'm from Indiana. I've never heard
What?
that before.
Instead
It's
of
an Illinois
very funny to hear
term.
the
Yeah,
oldest man of the group.
Wabash River
That's the
separates
point.
more.
My week's been okay. Lots of noise as per tradition. I saw something about how on Disney Plus they had blocked Peter Pan from kids' accounts and put a warning label up on if you're an adult to watch it kind of thing. And I was like, well, that's some bullshit. I'm gonna watch Peter Pan. And the reason why they blocked it from the kids' accounts, then they have a warning on it for adults is the very bad misrepresentation of Native Americans.
Yes.
Dude. No, I was just like, there's no way it's that bad,
Yes.
There's no way it's that bad. And I sat down and I watched it and I was like, holy shit. Wow.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, man. Was it why is the red man red? It's because a a girl native kissed him and he started blushing, and we've all been blushing since. It's like, Jesus Christ.
What's the princess's name in that?
Tiger Lily. Princess
Lily.
Tiger Lily.
Hey, Princess Tiger Lily.
Good God. And it's, oh man, it's like you never think about shit like that until like later. I mean, I don't.
Does the disclaimer say that they're trying to shed light on it, or they're trying to be?
No, it said this disclaimer is because of the misrepresentation of Native Americans, and it's being left up for a conversation rather than being erased or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And
I'm trying to hide it.
yeah, I mean, but I was like, I can respect that. It was like, but it was. At first, I was like, man, it's fucking Peter Pan. What the hell is wrong with Peter Pan? Then I was like, good Jesus.
Dude, then rewatch Pocahontas. You want to talk about a misrepresentation? Watch Pocahontas.
Yeah, but I'm telling you that wasn't as bad. That was not as bad. Ooh. Like they straight up referred to the natives as savages and as savage people, and then pretty much every Native American was dumb. It wasn't good. It was not.
Kind of how it went in the Marine Corps too.
Whatever. I treat an old DJB with nothing but respect.
That's what brought us together.
Yeah. Well, see, that was something we've talked about this kind of on the show. That's something I had a kind of a difficult time adjusting to, because I never like was forced to acknowledge I grew up different than a lot of people of color, because it was never something that I ever had to think about, kind of thing. And when we got in the Marine Corps, we all hated each other's lives equally, so we all talked shit to each other equally. And then so I was like, oh, so this is how life is, from 18 to 21, 22. I was like, oh no, it's okay. You're supposed to talk shit to each other like this because it's funny. No, it's not. If you and I were making jokes back and forth, we would know it was us as camaraderie. Yeah. But if I went to another random native Hispanic gentleman and made the same jokes that I've made to you, that's not good.
It's frowned upon.
It's heavily frowned upon, right? Yeah. So that's what I learned this week, guys. I mean, obviously, not the don't talk shit to people of color making bad jokes, but that Peter Pan was terrible. So what else is going on, guys? That was my fire alarm.
What is going on over there?
The little girls are playing with the same toy and they're stealing back and forth from each other, and
chaos, organized
Nate,
chaos.
Blood and guts, and a whole lot.
Nate, how many kids you got?
Oh, I got 3.
All 3 are over there right now? How old are they?
Yeah, but I think the oldest is 6, middle's 4, and the youngest is 2. I think the 2 oldest, the boys, they're watching YouTube or something like that, so they're being calm and quiet. It's my daughter and his daughter that are raising hell out there.
Leave it to the girls, right?
Cherish it, boys.
Mini representation of what we
do. Well, did you see that picture? I'll have to find it for you, but it was they took a picture of his daughter and Ruth, and then me and Nate doing the same thing. Like Ruth and his daughter Charlie, they're pretty much the girl versions of both of us. It's pretty impressive.
It's also very sad and scary. I'm not looking forward to 16, 17, 18, 19.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Yeah, my daughter's turning 16 next week.
oh,
Yeah,
good
I'm
luck.
living that life.
She's not the one you got to worry about.
No, it's my son
She's
that-
not the one you got to worry about. She's
No, she's a good one.
yeah.
It's Dom
Paul's
that
daughter is so
worries.
smart. She's so smart. But Dom has that. He has that little bit of little fuck you energy that's in him.
Uh-huh. This kid, I love him to death,
It's so
but
weird.
he has
Like,
zero life skills whatsoever. He's a smart, good-looking, athletic kid that has zero common sense. And I swear to God, I'm going to be a grandfather by the time I'm 40 because of him.
I notice, like, for my boys especially, like, I hope, when they're older, they're out there just slaying, just being badasses, just ruling high school and so on and so forth. And then for Charlie, I'm like, don't leave the house. You only get to wear long dresses. You're going to become Muslim. Just be covered up. Like, and it's so unfair, I understand. But at the same time, it's just like, after being around a bunch of dudes in the Marine Corps and knowing what we talked about and what we thought about, I can't do it.
I'm on like a different spectrum. It's like, of course, I don't want my daughter to do these things, but I'm also like, she already acts way too much like me now that I'm gonna have to be just the okay.
I'm gonna scream after you leave.
How many? You're pregnant? That's great. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go out in the garage for a while.
You've developed several ulcers within the last 2 months from keeping everything in.
You used to have ridges on your hands. Yeah, I've been punching a lot of shit. I'm very upset, but I love you very much. Yeah.
Good
luck.
It's true,
Yeah.
though. Like, I'll be the first to admit, I treat my daughter 100 times different than my son. I do. It's the honest truth. Like, my little baby girl, I swear to God, if any other guy wants to fucking talk to her, then they have to go through me. But like Nate said, my son, by all means, plow the fields.
It's so funny how that is, dude, because it's like you want him to just be just a badass dude and everything like that, still be a gentleman or whatever, but you want him to live life and experience things and just be out there and have moments and stuff like that. And yeah, of course you want the same thing for your daughter, but it's night and day in the variety of things that you want them to experience. So it's like,
Yep.
I know they're going to go out there and know they're going to have their life. I may not like it. I may not understand it, but I just got to know that she's safe. And all I'm going to be able to do is just teach her to be smart, think smart. And that's it.
That's all you can do, man. That's all you can do is just teach them the right way and pray to God that they fucking hold on to that knowledge.
Yeah. It sucks like right now, like, because they're so small, like it's physical things that they try to do that's a threat to them. And when my little girl, especially if she falls off the chair, whatever crazy thing she does, and it's like, cool, I'm going to break that chair and I'm going to throw it outside. I'm going to light it on fire. No more chair, no more problem. But then when they get older and then they start getting into the more emotional stuff and experiencing life, it's like, my emotional experience is about this big. This is about how much I know. So I'm like, dude, I don't know. I'm not looking forward to that at all.
Yeah. He hurt me. He did, huh? I know how to fix this one way. We got to cut his dick off, And then you have to be like, you can't do that.
No, unfortunately, we can't. It sucks. Like, I wish, if we were to be able to do like what my father did, like, check this out. Jake and Ryan already know this story, but Nate. So when my sister had a date come over to the house, all right, my brother called me up. I already been moved out of the house. He's like, hey, dude, Anne-Marie's got a date coming over. Get over to the fucking house. Because me and my brother have always been the two protective older brothers over our little sister. So she's got a date. So I fucking jet on over to the house, and me and my father and my brother were chilling out. We're talking. My mom's upstairs with my sister getting her ready. The doorbell rings, and I get up, and my father's like, sit your ass down. I was like, got it. This is your fucking show. Do it. So he goes to the door. Me and my brother go fucking running like little high school girls to go see what he's going to fucking do. And he opens up the door. He tosses the kid a bullet. Doesn't say a word before anything. Literally opens up the door and throws the kid a bullet. The kid like fumbles it for a second, like finally realizes what it is and looks at it. My dad looks at him square in the eyes and is like, you don't have my daughter home by 9:30? The next one's coming a lot faster.
Dude, you want to intimidate somebody, you want to put the fear of God into some little kid. That's definitely the way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the funny part of the story.
I
ended up staying over at the house for dinner, right? The door slammed. My dad said, home by 9:30. My sister comes running into the house at 8:30, slams the door and goes running upstairs. Come to find out that her date dropped her off early because she was afraid of what was going to happen.
How old's your sister now?
She is 32.
It's one of those things probably during the moment, mad as hell, didn't understand it. And when you get older, you're like, Dad looking out for me.
Well, I mean, it worked out. She's married to a pretty cool dude with a couple kids now.
Yes. No, one kid.
I thought they had two. My bad.
No, just one.
Somebody's kids.
I see so many kids. I'm like, they're all somebody's. They're probably mine. I don't know. Yeah, today was today's Wednesday, so that's drop off day. So I wake up and I take the big kids to school in the morning.
And when do you get them back?
That's I think. Hey, Pistol.
It's not Wednesday to Wednesday.
Do we have the kids this weekend? Yes. Friday afternoon.
Okay, so you have them from Friday to Wednesday?
No, we have them Monday through Wednesday morning, and then every other weekend. Oh, so it's either Monday after school or Friday after school. So it's confusing.
I was about to say I'm sitting right here listening to you explain it. That sounds confusing.
So we at least have them for a full day on Tuesday every week.
Uh-huh.
And then every other weekend they're here. So on the weekends we'll have them Friday after school, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday morning. Okay. And then the weekends that he has them, I'll pick them up from school on Monday, Tuesday, drop them off at school on Wednesday, rinse, lather, and repeat.
Right.
Hey, man, let me tell you something. It wasn't my divorce decree. It wasn't my custody agreement. I moved out here, and Brittany was like, this is how it is. And I was like, okay. And that's
perks of being a stepfather, dude.
Whatever, babe. As long as everybody's happy and healthy, I'm
yeah. As
I'm
long
cool.
As everyone's good to go, then yeah. I mean, obviously it works. We've been doing it for
4. How long have we been here?
5.
A long time.
You've been out here, 3 years now?
Just about.
Yeah.
Right.
In August.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I know, doesn't it seems longer, shorter.
Seems like I've been here for years. Like
I think because of when we got out in 2010, and then the time you were there at Apache Station and stuff. That's why it seems
good old Apache
so
Station.
much longer.
Oh, the memories there.
sometimes I'll go to Tempe and I'll drive past it on purpose just to be like.
Yeah, well, I'm not proud of it, but I used my son to get some numbers at that Apache Station.
Yep. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. No, so Bryce, what
And then-
Bryce would take my son and would literally tell my son, okay, hey, go swim over to that girl and say, hey, you're a pretty lady. That's what Bryce did with my son.
It's not bad, dude. It's a little return investment on the
Hey,
kid, just
it is.
earning his keep.
It's okay.
It
Why do
works.
you think Dom's so confident now? He's been in the game since he was 4.
No shit.
Dude, that's-
Are you intimidated by women? Hell no, man. You just gonna tell her she's pretty. It's all over. I was thinking about that back in the day, and it was like, high school was so easy. You're the prettiest girl I've ever seen. then
yeah.
you know your lies had to get more elaborate. You know?
Shit was way easier back then, dude.
Dude, not for me, man. Believe it or not, I used to sit behind the staircase by myself at lunchtime because I didn't have any. Well, I had one friend, Mark, but he had a different lunch period. And the closest I got to talking to a girl was like, "Hi."
Well, see, you're a little shy guy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took me a while to come on my show.
Hey, Nate.
So,
I was in
Yeah.
a marching band, bro. I sat in the bathroom stall
Really?
by myself on lunch. Yeah. Right there with you, bro.
I'll be damned.
No, I
I
can't
fucking
relate, guys. I'm so
Fucking nerds. You mean we wouldn't have been in the same social circle, Jake?
See, my whole thing was it's just who I am. I talk to everybody.
That's true. That's knowing you now.
Yeah, that's always who I've been. I talk to everybody. So I was dipping, whipping wax from all different kinds of. You know, I mean, I hung out with the nerdy kids that do D&D. And then you know I played sports the whole time I was in high school, so I knew all those people. I did. I took drama because I didn't want to take a foreign language, so I knew all the drama kids. I mean, I've always been a social person, so it's. Then I started to meet the girls from the other schools.
Night and day, man. Night and day.
Yeah, you'd go to a party like, hey, this is Sarah. She's from Morton. And I'd be like, sweet, she doesn't know who I am. Yeah. And then that just never stopped until I got, let's see. Then I was a terrible closer for a long time.
Yeah, you were.
I was too drunk. I was just too drunk. And then I moved back to Illinois. I was still doing okay, but that's like, who cares? Because that's Illinois. It's what you did. And then I moved to Texas. I was just like too fat and drunk. And even like the too fat and drunk girls were like, no thanks.
We have standards.
We have standards here, sir. If you're going to be a piece of shit, you got to hit me at least once.
Oh, dude.
Well, hey, happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Happy St. Patty's Day, brothers.
Hey! We're partying hard over here.
Oh, yeah, dude, this water's got me lit.
Woo-hoo! We were looking up faux bourbon.
What?
So apparently it's a thing.
Yeah, apparently there's non-alcoholic spirits. Remember, I was telling you something about it. Martha promotes some company
Yeah.
all the time, but we were looking up to see if there's ones that we could like that weren't in New York, because we're not going to drive out there, obviously.
Right.
It's a little far.
It's a weekend trip.
Yeah, it's a weekend trip. You know, we don't got that time. We're fathers, you know. So we're looking at bourbons.
There's a couple gins.
There's a couple gins.
And then the rest are beers.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I
Yeah,
wonder what it tastes like.
probably like shit. But
I was gonna say, if it's anything like that, Heineken 0.0.
Delicious.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah,
The way
no,
I
I tried
explained
the whole
it-
non-alcoholic beer, dude, and it was just not my cup of tea.
Well, see, I don't like Heineken.
Heineken?
No, I've never liked Heineken. It reminds me of like skunk piss. And then they're like, here, have this 0 alcohol skunk piss that you don't like. Oh, sweet, man.
See, the
I
way I
know
explained
Budweiser made one too.
Yeah, Budweiser, Leinie Kugels, or not Leinie Kugels, somebody.
Some IPA company, right?
Yeah, no, I can't remember. Anyways.
Anywho.
No, but the way I explain non-alcoholic beer to people is it's like going to the strip club and only being able to sit at the stage and not being able to get a private dance.
It's a good analogy.
So you get to see it, smell it, taste it, depending on which club you're visiting.
I looked at your kid.
Damn it, Charlie. Yeah, that's how I explain it to people when they ask. I'm like, yeah, it's a temptation. That's about it.
Yep.
So maybe this bourbon will be a little better.
Yeah, I mean, because, like, you know, I've said before, there's times where I just want to kind of sit out on my back porch and have like a glass of, you know, scotch or whiskey or something and just kind of like sit and watch the sunset.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if this is just a fancy tea of some kind, maybe it's worth it. I don't know.
It's like one of those things, like, you know, you're an adult now, you have a house, you work or whatever, and it's like at the end of the day, why can't I as an adult enjoy a nice glass of bourbon or scotch or something like that? And then you realize, oh yeah, I was a raging alcoholic.
Yeah.
That's why I can't do that.
Yeah.
So hopefully this will kind of,
That one will turn into a bottle, which will turn into divorce proceedings.
yeah.
So, you know. I don't think that's intelligent at this juncture in time.
So hopefully this $25 bottle will hit the spot for us. Make it work.
We'll see. Maybe we'll do a live taste testing.
And watch us throw up on
You
the
watch,
live.
motherfucker.
Oh, dude, the sober life.
Yeah, just chasing the dream.
After like you watch a movie or something like that, and you see him do it, and it's like, I just want to take it out of the TV.
You're right. You have that. You just chug right out of the bottle because you had a rough day, you bastard.
Oh man.
Oh, I did the Clean Libertarian podcast on Saturday.
Really?
I don't know if you watched. Yeah, I don't know if you watched the episode with the that cat that I had on that week that you took off.
No, I did
His name's
not.
Drew. Yeah, and he's a. It was an episode that I kind of wish that he would have came on. He's a heroin guy, and he was he talked about how at one point in time he had his kid taken away and how many times he went to detox and until it took him like 8 times for it to finally click. to get his shit together kind of thing. He's a real interesting dude. So I went on his show and what?
So it sounds like it.
Yeah, I mean, he's an interesting cat. I went on his show and he was just more asking me my story, and I gave a brief rundown, and we chopped it up for a little bit. That was a lot of fun.
Nice, dude. That was on Saturday.
Yep.
Nice,
Yep.
dude.
That's I'm kind of digging that, man. I wouldn't mind going on more people's shows too. On top of us trying to bring more people on, I wouldn't mind networking in that way.
Well, speaking of getting people on, the brother I keep speaking of, Kyle Summers, he'll be able to come on after April 3rd.
Sweet. Is schedule changing up?
Yep, it is. I'm actually going to have dinner with him tomorrow night.
Sweet, man. Do you need me to send you that link again?
Please.
Okay. Whatever happened to your neighbor? Are they okay?
Nah, she's they're just busy. That's it.
I get it.
No, it is what it is.
They got over their COVID and they're okay?
Yeah, everything's so good.
Good. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So out of everybody on this show, Paul's the only one that caught the COVID. He's obviously dead.
Yeah, I remember that. That was like a month ago.
Right? Was it a month ago? 2 months ago?
Nah, 2 months ago.
2 months ago, yeah.
Yeah, because I've lost 23 pounds in the last 2 months.
Yeah, he was shitting his pants for like a week straight.
That's one of the symptoms?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Oh, have you read the symptoms? They're great. He's great.
They're awesome.
But it's like everyone has something different, though. It's like when Teresa, my stepmom, she ended up getting it. She had trouble breathing. She had to be admitted to the hospital for like a week, get on oxygen, the whole thing. My dad got it, who's 63, and when he had it, he said that instead of running his daily 10 miles, he could only run 7 miles because he just wasn't feeling up to it. I'm like, dude, you're going to run 1 mile in the health that I'm in, and you have COVID, you're 63, and you can still run your 7 miles.
Well,
so it's just like...
Well, and then if you look at the general physical, you have to compare it to, look at the general physical fitness of both of them. I know Teresa's had a lot of medical issues, which is what has held her back.
Which is true.
But, if you look at your dad's physical fitness, obviously his body's working a lot better internally than Teresa's is just because of how hard he works and exercises and runs.
Yeah, and that's true, too. I guess that's probably the biggest factor right there for that. Like, she was flu-ish for like 2 weeks, and then now she really can't taste anything.
Yeah, I've had I had a couple athletes of mine catch it.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. It was, and she was down for Liz was down for like 2 weeks. Her and Cole both, because they're dating, so living together. So they both caught it. Laid in bed with body aches and running back and forth from the bathroom whenever they couldn't smell or taste anything. But they both made a pretty full recovery. She hasn't said anything else about it since. Do you and Des have any lingering shit?
Just my loss of appetite. That's it. Which we're still trying to figure out.
Yeah. Well, did they ever? What did they say about your thyroid? Did they figure out if it was running too fast or slow or anything? Do you remember?
That got tested with my testosterone last week. I'm getting the results this week.
Okay. Yeah, because I remember there was a like a cancer scare at one point and things like that.
Yep.
From the COVID or from
No, from his thyroid.
Oh, okay. I was like, God damn.
Also, I mean, Paul's been trying to figure out what the hell's going on with his balance for a while now. A lot of it has to do with his opiate addiction that was going on for a while. On top of some fucking moron was just shooting gear willy-nilly for a few years. I'm not trying to mention names. some guy with tits.
What?
I'll be honest with you. I'm lost.
So steroids is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Paul was just taking steroids willy-nilly because Jim Bro was like, yeah, man, just take this much and it's fine. And then don't ever cycle off. But if you stop it, you're fine. And then, that throws all your hormones out of whack forever. So, yeah.
I needed that explanation because I was super confused and I didn't want to.
No, you're cool. No, so Paul's actually been pretty diligent for the most part in trying to. Oh, bedtime, eh?
I don't know what's going on there. That's in the other room, though. So.
That's the other room. Can't see it. Them broads better step up. Uh-oh, there's Al. Uh-oh. Whew.
The only important thing I know is that you always cycle off.
Yep, always cycle off.
Always cycle off.
Always. Hey, what do you need?
Dinner. Dinner.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's all kinds of blood and guts.
What are you doing, Mama?
Oh, gross.
Oh.
Why did you do that to me?
Oh, okay. Nice to see you too. Hello.
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 Hi.
Oh, the other one's
Yeah.
back there.
What do you think? So yeah, man. There's.
Girl.
Did you guys do this in the studio before?
Yeah. Oh, just moved studios. Just getting everything set up to the new place. We're not going to drop where that is. Just
Secret.
we don't want strangers just showing up. You know what I mean? But yeah. So he's actually moved out of that studio. He's getting everything up and running there, and then we're going to figure that out as it goes. But I mean, it is definitely possible to do this from the comforts of our own home. And Ryan has it all set up where he can just diddle on the soundboard from his house, and all is good. All is well. Which is another great shout out to Buy Studios. The man is so goddamn good that we don't even have to be near him. We can do it live. We can do it live.
You know what's funny though is you're doing like this, like he's working on the soundboard. Not knowing how soundboards work, I assume that he's like just beatboxing some shit on there for you guys to do your thing. Like, yeah, that makes perfect sense.
I mean, he could be. The man's been a sound engineer and a professional DJ for how long now, Ryan?
I tell people now that I'm officially retired. So let's say 20 years.
Right, but 20 years. Yeah.
Nice. Impressive.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, I know he's there. He just did the party horn.
No, I was trying to figure out how to best describe getting the full feel of your kids screaming on a live stream.
Oh yeah, I mean,
And I drew a blank.
About the studio, like this way, it's
yeah. There's way less. There's way like 100% less kids screaming in the studio.
I 100%
So
guarantee.
whenever Paul's ready, we're planning on doing the first live remote from his backyard.
Oh, sweet.
I'm ready when
Nice.
you guys are, man.
So I had a
You want
super
to do it
busy
next week? Let's do it
the
next
last
week.
2 days. That's the only reason why I didn't bring it up. So if you guys want to do that next week, I'm game.
Let's do it.
Okay, well, we're still trying to figure out. So Ruth has decided that she's going to stay up late and party hard while we're trying to get, the girls to sleep. So my biggest issue is I'm really not trying to leave Brittany with both girls when, one's fighting sleep real hard. So I'm trying to get that nipped in the bud. So here we go.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get that nipped in the bud before it gets bad. I don't want to leave her with a pile of shit and then come home with her, missing half her hair from her pulling it out herself.
Understandable.
It's just now getting to the point where Marley might be sleeping all the way through the night. So, but yeah, I'm down.
Long story short,
I will burn this house to the ground, and we can go do this.
dude, whenever I leave, the thought does cross my mind that I would come home to find all of the kids dead. And then just be like, okay, this is our lives now, I guess. Like,
potato.
yeah, well, it's like, I mean, you understand, you've been around them all day by yourself or whatever, and you're like, now I really understand the whole murder-suicide thing that a lot of people do.
I can see why these moms all of a sudden freak out and drown their kids in the bathtub.
Like there was that wrestler back in the day.
Yeah, Chris Benoit.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
See, everyone knows Chris Benoit.
Yeah, but he was more of had his brain smushed in real bad and kind of just snapped.
I feel like both you and I had sort of a TBI experience back in our days, and we experienced a lot of stuff. So if one day something happened, I'd be like, yeah,
Oh,
this is a bad day.
Oh, this whole show is gonna get used in your trial, man.
Yeah, it was a pretty open and close case here, guys.
Planning this for years.
Delete.
Enjoy the bump from Big Brother next week.
It's non-toxic.
Did you hear that? So Brittany comes in here to grab Ruth, and she goes, "Oh, nice." I said, "Well, what's she doing?" And she's eating deodorant. Come here, baby.
That's non-toxic.
Yeah, just a little bit of deodorant. There's some aluminum in there. That's good essential metal.
Yeah.
It's on the periodic table. Actually, there's nothing. I don't want to hurt you.
You still want that kid, Paul?
Oh, I do,
Yeah.
very much so. Very much so.
Ow! Ah. Okay, see you later. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
What about a puppy that's outside? Well, yeah, man.
Current events.
I don't think we should go into current events. If anything, we should probably close out and go hang out with our wives. Eh?
You shouldn't talk about current events? Is that what you said?
So we probably not tonight is what I was meaning. We've been
that?
rocking for just because we'll get into it, and then the kids gotta go to bed. Nate's got to drive all the way back to Mesa. He's got work.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit. You gotta move out here, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It's
Yeah, come on, man. Move out here. That's fine. House isn't cheap. Party hard. You just refinanced your house. Fuck it.
Well, dude, if I did the whole murder-suicide thing, then I'll be able to move out here without having to bring everybody with us.
You won't be moving out here at all, dude. You're going to a whole new place with a bunch of guys.
I wonder if they'll let me stream the podcast.
Streaming the podcast from prison.
That's my only condition.
I'll turn myself in only if I can be a guest on my buddy's show that put me here.
I'll name drop you guys.
Oh,
all the reporters. Dude.
Thanks,
Think of the
bro.
publicity we get.
Yeah, hey, everyone listen to the Sober Small podcast.
It actually was fine before the first episode that he went on. No, we don't know what happened, man.
Yeah, man, he got on the show and just talked about killing everybody.
Oh, the good old days, dude.
The good-
what we used to talk about.
We used to talk about
drink
that.
and just have a good time.
Yeah.
Man, it's hard.
Plan crimes and sober life. We don't plan Ocean's 11 style crimes anymore. Well, hey, I love you guys, but we do have to go be dads.
I love you too, brothers.
Good luck.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to the Sober Swole podcast. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye.